All right, ladies and gents, happy Tuesday. Math today. Math today is one of those M-step days, so all you had to do were these challenge questions. Let's get to it. Let's check and see how we did. So looking at A, we have 58 95/100 divided by 5/10. Well, the first thing, and I'll just go ahead and do it on the screen. The first thing is, are we allowed to have 5/10? No. So you have to move over the decimal. What you did is actually you multiplied that side by 10 because that's what turns 500th into 5, or 5/10 into 5. But all you need to know is whatever you do on this side, you have to do on this side. So if I move that over once, I have to move this over once. I have a new problem. My new problem is 589 and 5/10 divided by 5. How many 5s go into 5? 1. What's left over? Nothing. How many 5s go into 8? 1. What's left over? 3. Bring down the 9. How many 5s go into 39? Well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 7. What's left over? 4 is left over. We have a decimal, so the decimal has to float up first. Now I can bring down the 5. How many 5s go into 45? 9. So your answer is 117.9. Let's look at B. Okay, so here we're dividing by decimal. We understand the rules with dividing by decimals. The decimal's not allowed to be in the divisor. So when you move it over, you got to move it over here. Now we're multiplying by a decimal. The rule's different. You just ignore the decimal. So we're going to multiply 85 times 25. Y'all know me. I like to use lattice method. You don't have to use lattice method, but it's my best friend for life. This one gets filled up with 5 times 2. This one gets filled up with 8 times 2. This one gets filled up with 8 times 5. This one gets filled up with 5 times 5. Now, the numbers slide down. First slide is the 5. Second slide's the 2. Third slide's the 11. And fourth slide's the 2. Now for the decimal. Because it was not 85 times 25, it's 8.5, one decimal number, 2 total decimal numbers. Answer's 21 and 25 hundredths. Okie dokie. Just to make sure that you watch the video, I'm going to say, what item did I focus on to see if you paid attention? And you're going to say, a donut, Mr. Stahl, a donut. So this is our paying attention item, was a donut. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? We're on C. Ooh, algebra. I bet you there was at least one of you guys that fist pumped like, yes, orders of operation. This is cool. All right, so the first thing that you do is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which is parentheses, right? I think everyone knows that you do what's in parentheses first. So you have 30, you're dividing by 15. Another way to look at it is 30/15. What is 30/15? 30/15 is 2, right? How many 15s are in 30? 2. So it's 5 plus 2 divided by 2. Now what do? You always divide before you add or subtract. What is 2 divided by 2? 1. And then 5 plus 1 equals 6. So this answer is 6. Ooh. I bet you there was at least one or two of you that were like, oh man, I can't stand these questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut it somewhere. I'm going to cut it right here. But you could have also cut it right here. Now we got to figure out what this is. And then we got to figure out the area of this one. Well, the area of this one's a little bit easier because we know this side right here is 9, and we know this side's 6. So the area would be 6 times 9, which is 54. Now we got to figure out this one. We do not know this side, and we don't even know this side. We do know that from here to here is 14. Ooh, and we know this side's 6, so that means this side's 6. So if this side's 14, this side's 6, this whole side is 20, because it's 14 plus 6. Now over here, do we have enough information? Yes, we do. We know this is 9, so we know this is 9 right here, too. And we know the whole thing's 15, so that must mean that this is 6, because 9 plus 6 makes your 15. 6 times 20 is 120. So the area of the bottom is 120. And 120 plus 54 is 174. So 54 plus 20, 74, 174. Boom. And then the last one already we're on. Now I am assuming a couple of people had a little bit of difficulty with this one. So let's see here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 by 4 is 16. So the bottom layer is 16. And then this is 2 by 4, which is 8. So this layer is 8. And this is 2 by 4, which is 8. So basically, if you add each layer, 8 plus 8 plus 16, you'll get your answer. 8 plus 8, 16, and 16 plus 16 is 32. Now, the way that I actually figured this answer out is different. I pretend like this. I'm finding this volume over here, which is 2 by 4, which is 8. And then I found this one over here, which is 2 by 4 by 3. And 8 times 3 is 24. And then I took my 24, I added it to 8, and that's how I got 32. So remember, there's like a million different ways to get the answer. Ah, I see the, oh, it's right there. Thought it was gone. Now I see what Andre was talking about. Yes. All right, I hope you guys are enjoying your day, and I will see you all at 2:50 for our live session.